If you can't find a Suzuki teacher, should you try using the Suzuki method? That's a really good question. And I feel like I can speak to that because I did teach the Suzuki method for years without being trained. And so I know what that's like. Um, I'm familiar with a lot of the other methods out there as well. And I will definitely think more on this and give you like a really detailed and sort of researched answer. I'll look more into the different methods and make some recommendations. But I just wanted to first share some like immediate thoughts off the top of my head. The Suzuki repertoire is it's excellently sequential, and so even if you don't have the training, the songs build on each other nicely. Get slightly more difficult with each piece, and so in that way, I think they're fantastic, whether you have the training or not. Also, the songs are familiar. These are songs like Mary Had a Little Lamb, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. These are songs that kids have probably heard before. They've even sung them before or heard them from their preschool teachers. They should be familiar melodies, which I think is very important. Um, I mean, of course, I'm a Suzuki teacher and I teach by ear, but I think that um, just having the song in your mind already and knowing what it's supposed to sound like makes it so much easier and more satisfying to learn. So I do still recommend learning with the Suzuki books. Um, but I have some concerns and there are things that I had trouble with as a teacher. Um, I think I described in my Suzuki method explanation the way we layer the pieces and work on them for months and months at a time. And so you just need to go into it knowing that you're not going to learn one piece a week like you would in a lot of other method books. You're going to need to spend a lot more time practicing each song. And it's a little bit overwhelming to look at the third song in there and see a rolling chord accompaniment, and then the fourth song and see an Alberti bass accompaniment, which is like left hand going da 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 with 16th notes and eighth notes. And they're without the Suzuki training, it's a little bit frustrating as a teacher to know, like, how the heck am I supposed to teach a kid how to put their hands together with this left hand? Like, this is pretty advanced. This isn't beginner music, is it? And it can be, especially if you're not expecting them to read it. But without the Suzuki teacher training or going to a Suzuki teacher, that is something that will be a puzzle and frustrating. So you may just use a Suzuki repertoire to learn right hand notes and play melodies and then play hands in unison, both hands playing the same notes of the melody, or something like that. You might need to simplify or adjust because not having the training, it's really difficult to teach an Alberti bass accompaniment and how to put hands together. I really struggled with that. Even though I have a degree in piano performance, I know how to play these accompaniments, but how do you teach that to a child? It's not easy unless you're kind of given the steps. Um, which I do have all of these things in my videos, and I would love it if you'd try it. That'd be really cool. And I could coach you along the way. That's I'm really busy as a mom of four kids. I don't have time to have a lot of piano students. I only have one piano student in real life who comes to my home for piano lessons. But I really love teaching and I love thinking about it and trying to figure out what's best for your situation and your progress. So, like, I would love to, uh, you know, help you if you decide you do want to try using the Suzuki method. Um, anyway, that's kind of my first go at answering your question, but I do think that it's a bigger discussion that I'd like to get a little more in depth with after I have a chance to gather my thoughts a little more. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you've subscribed. Ciao.